Students, today we are going to discuss about the topic creating and using objects. How to create and use objects in a class. We know that how to create an object. This is a syntax for creating an object. First we will write class name. Object name is equal to new operator and class name, and suppose if it is having any values, the values. Otherwise leave this as a empty parenthesis. So this is a syntax for creating. So how will you write? Suppose my class name is point. I am going to create an object for point. So point, my object name is ob is equal to new point. Suppose if I am passing any values to an object 10, 20 semicolon. Okay, this is the way you create an object. So what does these things is? In the syntaxes, I am going to explain what are the things is. First, this is your class name, object name. New is an operator to create an object, and this is a constructor call. New point of means it's a constructor call. Constructor means constructor is used to initialize instance variable. That is your class variable. Constructor is used to initialize the instance variable. I will show you how it happens. What is constructor? It is used to initialize instance variable of a class. So the values here is passing to the arguments to a constructor. You will learn constructor in detail later. See, they have shown an example. This is your class point. You have two instance variable x and y, and public point index comma int y. You will be thinking that this is a method. No, this is not a method. See, its name is same as your class, and there is no return type. And the name is same as that of a class. So if a method contains a name same as that of a class and there is no return type, then it means that it is a constructor. So how will you write a constructor? A constructor will have the same name as that of a class name, and there will be no return type, not even void. A constructor is same as that of a constructor has the same name as that of a class name, and there will be no return type, even not even void. So public point index comma int y, this is local variable to the constructor, this is instance variable, that is different. This dot x is equal to x, this dot y is equal to y. You have written that 10, 20, you know, here 10, 20. So what happened means this is just a constructor call. This is a call to the constructor. So what happens means it automatically reaches here. Here x will be assigned with value 10, y will be assigned with value 20. This dot x means this is used to represent the instance variable of a class. This is a keyword that references the current object. This dot x means current object's data member x. That means this is used to represent if your local variable and global variable have the same name. If your local variable and global variable has the same name, then the global variable get hidden inside the method. The global variable get hidden inside the method. Only local variable will get access inside the method. So if you have to access global variable inside the method, you have to use this keyword. Do you understand the use of this keyword? When your local variable and global variable has same name, to differentiate instance variable from a local variable, you can use the keyword this. Why? Because inside the method the local variable will get accessed and the global variable will get hidden. So to access global variable, you can use the keyword this dot x. This x represents the instance variable, and this x represents your local variable. This dot y, this represents instance variable. This is represents your local variable. Suppose without this, if you write x is equal to x, y is equal to y, when you type inside the method, it will get 10, 20. But outside the method, when you try it, this is 0 only. It will give 0 only because you have initialized to local variable. It will not get initialized with the global variable. So this is a constructor which is having the same name as of the class, and there will be no return type. So automatically 1020 will be assigned to this x and this y. Clear? So constructor is just used to initialize the instance variable. It has no any other purposes. Differences between constructor and member function will be asked. You have a detailed chapter regarding this, but now I'm giving a clue that what is constructor. Member function is used to do different operations. Yes, inside method you can do different operation, but inside constructor you can only assign the value to a instance variable. Assign the values to a instance variable. A constructor has same name as that of a class and will not have a return type, not even the void, and the constructor is used to initialize the instance variable of a class. So when an object is created, it will automatically call the constructor. It will automatically call the constructor. If you have not written any constructor, it will automatically, there will be a default constructor. The compiler will be called the default constructor. If you have not written explicitly a constructor in the program, you will normally not write constructor. Yes, you usually write public class ABC and then your void method and display method, many methods you will write, but you won't write constructor. So what happens means, when you create an object without values, it will automatically call the default constructor. The compiler will automatically call the default constructor. It is there in the inbuilt. Okay. Now moving to the different steps to create an object. Very important. There are 3 steps to create an object. First one is declaration. Second one is instantiation. And third one is initialization. First, moving to declaration. This part is simply called declaration. How will you declare an object? Declaration of an object means class name, object name. Class name, object name. This is known as declaration. Declaration means it is to declare a variable with its type. By mentioning its type. Declaration means it is just to declare a variable by representing its type, class type. It is not creation of object. Declaration doesn't mean that it is a creation of object. When you declare a object, it doesn't mean the object is created. Very important point. When you declare an object, it doesn't mean that it has created an object. It just means that an object name, a variable is declared as an object with the type. A variable is declared as an object with the type. Here you can learn declarations does not create new object. It do not create any objects. The statement point 1 does not create a new point object. It just declares a variable named point 1 that will be used to refer to a point object. The reference is empty until it is assigned. An empty reference is also known as null references. So object has a reference, point 1. So what is mean by this means, suppose you have declared class name, object name. This is a syntax, mark it. This is a syntax, class name, object name, semicolon. This is a declaration. Declaration doesn't mean creating an object. It just means we are giving a variable name with its type. Type is class, that is point, and name is point 1. It just declaring a variable as an object. Now second step, moving to second step, instantiation. Instantiation means creating an object. Instantiation means creating an object by using the keyword new. Instantiation means creating an object by using the keyword new. When an object is created by using the keyword new, it will be allocated with a memory. It will be allocated a memory for this object. When an object is created by using the keyword new, a memory is allocated for the object. See, this is creation of an object. This is creation of an object. So instantiation means creating an object by using the keyword new, then the object will be allocated with a memory. The object will be allocated with a memory. The new operator requires a single postfix argument, that is, calls to a constructor. The new operator requires a single postfix argument, a call to a constructor. The name of the constructor provides the name of the class to initiate. The constructor initializes the new object. The constructor initializes to initialize the instance variable, that is new object. So call to a constructor is the creation of object. Call to a constructor is the creation of an object. Call is this one. Okay, so by using the keyword new, you will create an object. For that, a new memory will be allocated for an object. So declaration does not create an object, it just declares a variable with its class type as an object. Instantiation means creating an object by using the keyword new. When you use the keyword new, then it means that it will be allocated memory for that object. Object receives their storage from the heap memory. There is a memory known as heap memory. From that, object will receive a storage, which is simply a memory. Heap memory means which is simply a memory. Pool area, memory pool area. Pool area means very thing. Pool. What is pool? Normally a swimming pool. Everything, water with many things is same. It's a pool area managed by Java, where from Java interpreter creates object dynamically. That is during the program execution. So this is your heap memory. Here where what it will do means Java interpreter, you have Java interpreter. That Java interpreter will create object dynamically, that is during runtime the Java interpreter will create objects in the heap memory. The new operator returns a reference to the object it created. Often the reference is assigned to a variable of the appropriate type. If the reference is not assigned to a variable, the object is unreachable after the statement in which the new operator finish execution. What does mean by this means I will show you an example, then you will be understand. Listen, what happens means when you type, suppose I have a class. I will show you example. I have a class. My class name is class point. You can write class point, and I have a method public. I have int x is equal to 0, int y is equal to 0. Okay, public void main. Okay, here I will write point p is equal to new point. Okay, this is an object creation. Yes, this is an object creation. When you create an object by using the keyword new, automatically it will get allocated with a memory. In the heap memory it will come. Okay, in the heap memory it will be pointing. So it will always remain in the memory. So you can use the object throughout the program. Wherever you want, you can use the object. It is a permanent object. When you create an object with the keyword new, it will be allocated with a memory, and it will be there in the memory. Remain in the memory permanently. So whenever you want, you can use that object. Suppose you have not created an object, but you can, without creating object, you can create a temporary instance. Temporary instance means temporary object. New point of dot x is equal to 25. What I am doing is, by creating the object temporarily. See, I have not created a variable. I have not used any class type. I have simply used new keyword and then point class name and dot x. X is instance variable. I assigned a variable. This is known as temporary instance. Okay, this is permanent. So how will you create a permanent object? Class name, object name is equal to new class name, parenthesis open and semicolon. How will you create a temporary instance? Keyword new, class name and bracket open dot your function, height, your method or data member. So this is known as temporary instance. If you have not created an object with the object name, it will not allocate any memory to the object. It will not allocate any memory to the object. Then it become temporary. It will not point to any references. It will not have any references. It will become temporary. So after this execution, this object will be deleted. Okay. After this execution, this object will get deleted. It will not permanent. Clear about this differences between permanent instance and object in temporary instance? I will explain once again. When you create an object with an object name, references, this is a references, no? This refers to an object which is locating in the memory. Yes. So when you create an object with the references, it will be remaining in the memory permanently. You can use it anytime. But when you have created an object without any references, I don't have any references, it's just a constructor call. I don't have any references. This is a temporary instance and it will be available only during that statement execution. It will be available only during that statement execution. After executing this statement, this object will be deleted automatically and it will not be available to anywhere. So suppose if you want to initialize y again, you have to write new point of dot y is equal to 30. So you have to write every time this new point of. Why? Because after this statement execution, this object will get deleted and it will not be available. So each time you have to write an execution, you have to write it separately. That is temporary instance because it is not referring to anything. So it will automatically not available after the statement execution. Okay, but whereas here once you have created an object, you can use it many times. That is p dot x is equal to 20, p dot y is equal to 30, and suppose if you want to call a method p dot display, so you can use it many times wherever you want this p because it is refers to p. It has a references and it will be there in the memory. It will be there in the memory. It is referring, I think it will be there in the memory always permanently. But this is a temporary instance. It will be available only during that statement execution. After that statement execution, it will get terminated. That is what they are saying. The new operator returns references to the object it created. The new operator returns a reference to the object it created. See, it is point 1 object as references. It is referring. See, point 1. Point 1 is your object name. Often this reference is assigned to a variable of the appropriate type. That is, point 1 is a variable. It is assigned to an appropriate type point. So, often this reference is assigned to a variable of the appropriate type. If the reference is not assigned to a variable, suppose there is no point 1 or point, only new point is there, then the object is unreachable after the statement in which the new operator appears finish executing. That is, suppose if it is not refers to a variable with a class type, only new point of is there, then after that statement execution, it will get deleted and it will be unreachable code. This is known as instantiation. Instantiation means creating an object with the new operator. It's automatically allocated memory for the object. And the third step is that initialization. Initialization means initializing the object with a value. I've said that this is a constructor call. I have explained you here. Same thing. When you create an object, point 1 is my object name, is equal to new point 10, 20. This is a constructor call and it will automatically call the constructor with 2 parameter. When it comes to here, it is a constructor point and it has 2 arguments. So automatically x will be assigned with 10, y will be assigned with 20. This dot x means it is used to represent the instance variable. X is 10, so 10 will be assigned to x and 20 will be assigned to y. So this x and y will have now 10 and 20 value. Here they have initialized with 20, 40. So automatically x will be 20, y will be 40. Okay. Now using on object. What are the uses of an object you have? Usually you use the object for manipulate or inspect its variable and call its methods. So you can use the object for manipulating or inspect its variables. You can manipulate the variables by using objects, yes, and you can inspect the variables and you can call the methods. This object is used to call the method. See, object reference dot variable name point1 dot x. This is a data member. Octet1 is an object and width is a data member, like object data member, and you can use it for call also. In the previous classes we have already discussed the dot operator is used to refer to member of an object. The operator is used to access the data member and member function of a class. See, they have given an example. This is what? Temporary instance or permanent instance. This is a temporary instance. After this execution, the temporary instance will be deleted. Creates a rectangle object. New rectangle of means rectangle is your class and it creates a temporary object. Refers to the data member. Okay, same thing as they are temporary instance. See, same thing is they are using. Now how will you call an object's method? By using an object, how will you call the method? Object name dot method name argument list. Object name dot method name. So you can call, suppose you have a call method void display with no parameters and another method void xyz with a parameter. So how will you call these methods? Suppose ob dot display of, yes, here ob dot xyz 10 of object dot. By using dot operator you will call the data member and member function of an object. Thank you.